think we're good. Alrighty. Hello, everybody. I'm just waiting for people to join in. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hey, Mom. Thank you for joining. Just waiting for everybody to come in. I know it's the weekend, so people will probably be joining later in the once the live is done. What is that called? Replay. Hello, hello. So I'm probably not going to wait too long. I'm just going to go ahead and dive in because there's part of this that I have to still put together. I wanted to share with everyone, I'm going to be using the 70s paper. I got this from Michelle. I want to say not this live sale, but I think the one in either it was May or April, I think it was. And I knew I wanted to do a layout with this using my old photos of myself. So I was like, let's do this for the live. So that's what we're going to do. Now, this collection doesn't have ephemera or anything like that. It's just the papers. But I wanted to show you that even with just the papers, you can create your embellishments using this collection. Okay, so I used my Silhouette Cameo. And I cut out 2 different layered butterflies. I want to say these are from Paige Evans. And then I also did 2 of her layer flowers. So that's what I was going to do to get started. Start layering and putting these together while people start to join us. As you come in, say hello. Let me know you're here. You can even say where you're from. That would be cool. And some of these I am going to turn upside down so that way it gives it like another layer with a different pattern paper. I did that on this one. I don't know if you guys will it focus? Where you can see like the green. That's the back side of this particular brown paper, flower paper that I did. All right. So we're going to go to the next one. Is it that one? And I'm just using one of my palette knives to kind of lift it off because I can't find the one that came with the silhouette at the moment. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to glue this. And I'm just gluing in the center. So that way I'll be able to lift up the wings and give it that layered look. Hi, Tisa. How you doing? Thank you for joining me. Hope you had a good day today. All right. I'm just layering my butterflies here that I cut out using the Cameo as everyone starts joining in. All right. And what I like about this 70s paper is definitely, it's got a lot of patterns going on. So I was like, on some of the flowers, it almost felt like it was super busy. But because, only gluing it in the centers, having the dimensional part of it helps with that. And you could always ink your edges and stuff like that too. And I could just leave the normal in the center, but I'm going to change this one up and put the backside in the center. All right. So we'll put that to the side. And I'm doing this because, let me see if I can get my phone over here where I can pull up the picture. I'm going to be working on the sketch for this month's challenge for My Little Scrapbook Store. Oh, it's not going to show it good. Maybe I need to turn my light down. Hold on. Dim it down some. Can y'all see a little better? Yeah. So we're going to be doing this sketch right here. Okay. Which is going to be fun. All right. So we're going to continue on. What have you guys been up to today? Anybody have major plans? Go out and enjoy the outdoors? Me, I like staying indoors, so I stayed home and just rest and relax. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it today, but Tim Holtz was on live sharing some new products that they have that are going to be coming out for ideology and some archival inks. That guy is super talented, I'll tell you that. All right. So we're just gluing all of our sizes together. I'm alternating, flipping, so that way it separates the layers for the butterflies. And if you wanted to, you could cut all these out and just use them individually too. I just wanted to use them as an element because, like I said, this set doesn't come with any type of ephemera or, enamel dots, glue, stickers. It doesn't have any of that. So you do have to kind of create your own. And I felt like these would just add a little bit of dimension to it. All right. Last thing here. All right. So there's our next butterfly. Okay. And then this is the version I did off camera. Aren't they super cute? And they're very dimensional. I like that kind of stuff on my pages, even though, if it goes into a sleeve, it'll still smush down. So, when you take it out of the sleeve, you just smush it back up. All right. So we're going to do the same thing with the flower. I'll go ahead and pull it off this mat because it's kind of sticky, and try and keep them in order that they came in. And then with the flowers, there's little center pieces that you can use as well. And I do like the flowers with all the same pattern coming from the bottom up, because I kind of like shift them so that way they're not all just on top of each other. They you pivot it, if that makes sense. Let me just get the pieces. Now the centers I did turn over on the other ones. The bigger one I turned over, and then the small, tiny one I used with the pattern that is face up. So we're going to put that right there, and we're going to do the other one real quick. Take it off the mat as well so we can put these together and then start the layout. It really won't take us that long to get this layout put together. Hi, Beth. How you doing? Thank you for joining me. I was asking if everybody had fun today, if you guys had plans out and about. Was people out shopping? All right. And the best thing about using these cut files is you can make the flowers as big or as small as you want, and you can cut them over and over and over again. So if you've ever been on the fence about a cutting machine, I think they're worth it. Okay. I just got to use mine more often. All right. I'm just trying to put my little plastic on my mat. Keep that protected. Okay, so now real quick, we're just going to put little dabs of glue and get our flowers put together. Oh, you got the quiet day at home, right? I love that. I am working on a layout, but we're doing our elements first, Beth. So before everyone came on, I'm using the 70s paper. Oh, y'all went to Wilmington. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. A girls' day. We're starting to get a little bit back to normal. My friends and I were going to go out to dinner Sunday because we haven't seen each other, I would say, because of the pandemic, almost 2 years. So that'll be fun tomorrow. But I'm using this paper collection here, and we're going to be doing the sketch challenge for this month, for June, for my little scrapbook store. And I'll try and see if it'll let me get it bigger. But there it is, the sketch, right? So that's what we're going to kind of create using the 70s papers. All right. So right now what I'm doing is since they had the 3 big flowers on there, I was like, you know what? Let's use the paper and create basically our own little embellishments. And what I like about these, the centers are big enough. If you really wanted to, you could probably even like put foam in between your layers so that way they stick up. I think Michelle still has this in the shop. I think it's on waitlist though. But when I saw her showing this paper, I was like, I have to get that. Being born in the 70s, I was like, yeah, this is speaking my language. Okay. All right. And, the best part is it doesn't take it long to come together. I think this flower is probably one of my favorites out of the 2. And I probably would have done like 2 or 3 more of these, but it's okay. And what I like is you can just take your fingers and kind of like rough up the edges to give it that dimension. I just hold down the center with my thumb and then try and play with the layers that way. That way the glue sticks quicker with the pressure. And then we're going to take the centerpiece and just dab that in. And you can do gems in the center if you wanted to. You don't have to use the center that, was done up for the cut file. It's up to you. That one is so crazy tiny. But it's there. We made it. Okay. So we got the one. Now we only have this one left to put together. So just bear with me, you guys. It'll be worth it, I promise. All right. And just slightly go off center. Not off center, just kind of tilting the petals so that way it's creates a flower. Sorry, you guys. I was looking down. Oh, hey, Tate. Oh, it's Beth. Wait. No. Hello, Beth. Okay, she was saying hello to Beth. I'm sorry, a little slow. And then Tate, what kind of flowers are you making? Oh, these are Paige Evans cut files. She has, I don't know if you guys have a Cricut or if you guys have a Silhouette, but if you have a Silhouette and you go into the store, Paige Evans has a lot of files on there that you can purchase. And a lot of her layered flowers are on there. And I've gotten them in the past because I saw Missy Whidden. I don't know if you guys have heard of her. Awesome scrapper. She used them a lot in different design team elements that she was doing, or projects, I guess you would say. And that's how I started following Paige Evans, actually, that I even knew who she was. And so I've started, building my collection. Uh-oh. Oh, there's my little piece. I was like, where did the little piece go? Sorry, hold on. Hold that thought. Okay. And this paper is so busy, I can't even see where the center is. But we're going to make it. We're going to make it up today. There we go. Okay. So I'm making the flowers to go in the center or as elements on our layout for today. And then all we do is start lifting up the petals while everything is drying and creating texture, giving it a 3D look. And you can do it, like I was saying, you could just cut them out and use them as individual flowers. I wanted the dimension, so that's why I'm actually doing what it's supposed to, which is layering them, so that the one flower has many layers. Okay, so we got that one. This is the one I did in the other pattern paper. I do not go live that often. This is my second. Yeah, we're in June, right? Yeah, this is my second live in June. In July, I think I'll be doing 2 lives. Right now, my lives are coinciding with my little scrapbook store. Because I'm definitely a purchaser of that store, a merchant. Is it merchant? No, customer. And I'm also a part of the design team. So I like to come on and support Michelle and make sure to tell you guys, go out there and check what she has, because she's private owned. She's her own owner of her scrapbook store. And I definitely want to make sure we as a community support her. So whenever I do go live, is to share what I have that I've gotten from her and how I would use it in a project. All right. So my photos are a lot smaller than what they were asking for in the actual sketch itself. Yes, yeah, she does go live on Facebook. That's where a lot of the sales are. But you can always go to her website too if you're not on Facebook, and you can look through the shop. It's mylittlescrapbookstore.com. You can see all the stuff that she carries. She has a lot of Vicky Boutin, American Crafts, which is the manufacturing company, I guess you would say, the company itself. And then they have all their little, the designers that work under them, like Heidi Swap and I can't think of any other names right now. Oh, the Paige Evans. All of them are kind of like they're under that umbrella. So she gets a lot of the different scrapbook collections and things like that from them. And then she also has what you need for every project: your glue, your embellishments, all kinds of stuff. So you guys can go on there and just explore, and really you'll find something to buy. I'm positive. Okay. So on here, what I decided to do was grab, I guess this would be in the brown family. I thought this was a really good color for this particular paper. I was going to go a darker brown, but I think this one is probably better. It's like almost like a mustardy in person. And here, I think it just looks craft. So we'll call it craft, okay? So this is going to be the base. And then I'm going to cut this page here down to be where we create our little area. And then I really liked this right here, which I think instead of making a banner and a strip to go in the middle, I think I'm just going to cut this. And then that way my photos and everything we do can be right on top of this line. I just think it's going to work out good that way. And then, of course, we can use our embellishments. I think they'll work well. Mm-hmm. Right? They're just so cute. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to go. I think it's a good combo. Okay. So let me grab my cutter. So where's everybody at? I know I always ask that, but I'm trying to get to know the community. I know Tisa is in North Carolina. And so is me and my mom. So I'm trying to see, where are you guys at? Where are you joining me from around the world? So the brown paper is 12 by 12. I want a nice size border. It looks like it's almost an inch on the side. Oh, Ohio. Okay. Yeah, I had to drive through Ohio. What was that? Years ago when I went to grad school in Illinois, going back to Jersey. So I didn't get to stay. Like, I always just drove through. But I should have stopped and like visit. Oh, Maryland. Okay. Not too far from us. All right. So with it being a wider section on the side, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm going to make it even. So instead of making it just an inch, I think I'm just going to do 2 inches. So we're going to make this, we're going to start out with 10 by 10. And I'm sad. Look at that pattern paper. I love that pattern paper. I may have to get another 70s collection when they come in so I can get this paper again. It's so cute. All right. And then right at 10. All right. Okay. Now, if this bottom paper had been like a pattern or something that I wanted to use, I would gut it out, but I don't care about the plain cardstock, so I'm just gonna glue that right on top, okay? And then this piece, it looks like from down here, yeah, it's about 1 inch and 1/8. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is kind of line this up and put this at 1/8 of an inch. So what I'm doing is the yellow line, I'm trying to line it up at 1 1/8. So then that way when I cut, it should be nice and even. That's the plan. And then look at that pattern. Woo, psychedelic. That's one that would make you sick for sure. Okay. So we're going to do like this in the middle. And I know it's a little bit wider, but I just think it's going to add to what we're trying to do here. And what I'll do is I'll trim it down just a little bit on the one end because I want to keep the little swirly bit. So let's just do the 1 inch, 1 inch. I think I'm going to do 1.5 inches. I'd rather cut it off and then just have to cut a little bit more than to cut too much. And yeah, that'll be fine. It hangs off just enough. And then we're going to cut our photos real quick. Okay. Now, I told everybody last time, but I grew up in South Jersey, and then we moved down here to North Carolina. So we've been down here for quite a while. So there's a little bit of twang here and there. If you say I have an accent, I'll deny it. All right. And I think, I'm not sure if I'm going to use, like, I might grab a dark brown. Let's see. Let's see. To put it on top. Yeah, we may do that. And then this one, I may leave it. Even though it's got a little tear, I'm going to leave it just like that. So that one has a border and one doesn't. All right. So let's do that. And we're going to cut down. I can never remember what size these pictures were. So it's almost 2. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 by. Let's see if this will work. And if it doesn't, it's always paper. We can cut it, try again. Okay. And then do 2 inches. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Let's see if this one is going to be. Oh, that might just be enough. Okay. Okay. So I think lengthwise is going to be okay. But I think widthwise, I might need to make it a little bit bigger than the 2 on this next one. So I'm going to try 2 1/8 and see if it's too much, we'll trim it down. Okay, that's good. All right. And then there's other elements. There's a tag, and then there's like a journaling section. Okay, so while we have the cutter out, we might as well get some of these. Hold on. So in this collection, there really isn't, like I said, there's no journaling and stuff like that. However, there were these squares, right, which could work as a cut apart. And I was thinking like this one right here, there's open space. So I could at least put the date if I knew what the date was, which I really don't. But I'm just saying as an example, we have this one right here, which is nice. So I could always just write myself a little note. And I think because of the shapes and this one flower, I really do like this flower. I think I'm going to cut out this plain one with the small flowers on the background, this circle one to try those. And if nothing else, maybe I can even put them together and create like a stack, you know? So let's do that. And I don't think I'm going to use her actually, because the lines are right there. Not on this first one. Did you guys have any questions for me while we're getting everything set up? Because this one is not going to take long to put together because there's not a whole lot of mixed media. Like the paper is really talking for itself. So there's not much. So I'm hoping we'll just be like an hour, if that, today. I like the Rubik's Cube. Do you see it? Ooh, it's so cute. And then for the inside, I guess I'm going to have to just drop this in and split it in half. What I'm doing is there's that metal line, the metal, like a thread on this cutter. And I'm trying to line it up because, you know, after a while, they start to get a little wonky. And I've learned the trick for mine is if I line it up just a hair bit above, it'll usually cut right on the line. And it did. So there's no like, you know how you have a little bit on the edge? It cut nice and clean. So now we can go like this. Just cut this out. Shame I don't have a roller skating picture. Oh, aren't those cute? I think I had skates like that. It's been so long since I roller skated. I think the last time I tried it, I was on the skates and I was like, this is really a far way to to fall down. Like it's far now. So I was like, I'm good. And look at the bowling pin. I mean, they have some really cute things on here that you could cut out. I like the rainbow flower. Look at that telephone. How many people would not be able to use that nowadays? All right. I'll put that up there and then we'll move this. So when I was saying that I would make this sort of like a combine them two together, like we could take it, flip it upside down. Oh, hey, Tanya. Oh, I remember having tons of skate parties. I think I broke my wrist at one. A girl kind of like pushed me and I fell and I wound up breaking my wrist. Um, yeah, memories. I always wanted to be one of them cool people who could like slide and like dance and do all that crossing their feet over. I think I fell once doing that. I was like, okay, so this is not for me. But I'm just going to use some of this purple tape real quick just to kind of put my two pieces together. So then, okay. So I know photo 1, maybe photo 2, because on the other one, it was a little bit lower. And then I can do this one in the middle. I can even put it with that one. So that way I could do a little bit of writing and then stamp a date if I wanted to. And then to fill in, I would be able to do like my butterfly. Now, the only thing I didn't prepare for was the circle. And I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. We'll get to there. Thinking we can do a flower. Maybe do a flower like that. And then the title was supposed to go over here with the circle kind of behind it, which we can still do. That would be fun. So what if I did? Is that too busy? Let's do this. Okay. So I just grabbed the 3-inch punch and we can either go kind of like that. Put it like that. Maybe use the smaller butterfly. With one like down here. What do you guys think? And then the only other thing was the possible tag. I'm just trying to play with some things. Think how, how we're going to like putting everything together. But I think it's going to work. And then all we have to do is come up with a title. Yeah, I like separating the squares too, because it just wasn't it wasn't as wide as I wanted it to be for the centerpiece, and it's okay. The best thing about Oh, thanks, Mom. The best part about sketches is that they give you a jumping off place for you to create your project, right? So, and I know this is supposed to be summer theme, but I just couldn't pass up the 70s paper. And I know a lot of the other designers have videos up either on Facebook or on YouTube showing them using the same sketch and using it with summer paper or summer theme. So I was like, you know what? Let's change it up a little bit. It's going to be okay. Okay. I think I like this. So we're going to start kind of laying everything down. And then real quick, because I always do this. I don't know if you guys do this a lot, but I always like to take a picture so that way I can remember what I created and be able to redo it, like recreate it. There we go. Because now we got to start laying down. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So let's do this. Okay, so we're going to use some of this tape. I really like this pattern paper too. Oh my God. I was tempted to use it. I really was, but it seemed too busy for what we were trying to do. And then I always use wet glue with my tape runner only because I need those extra seconds sometimes. So that's why I do that. Okay. All right. Let's do this one. Now, I didn't go all the way to the edge on this one because I was thinking that I might tuck one of them flowers a little bit into like underneath the pattern paper. I'll show you. And just use that. There we go. So like if there's a little bit, like you could lay it down and have that first layer. It's kind of hard to see. Ooh, there it is. Okay. So like the first layer of, and have it kind of like hang over. You know what I mean? So because it's not all the way glued down. So that's what I was thinking. Let's attach our photos. All right. Again, thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully it's not like watching paint dry. Trying to keep it entertaining and moving, you know what I mean? I told my mom not to be so quiet this time. She's sitting over there not saying nothing. I told her we all enjoyed her commentary. All right. Now this one I had wanted to go over here, and this one over here. circle kind of like right there. And I was thinking, I got these. These are the wooden alphas. And I think I'm just going to put, it's not going to be too like over the top, but I think I'm going to make my title Just Me, because these are photos of me. So I'm just going to do Just Me. All right. So let's continue putting down. A little bit of glue there so I can kind of, attach. Like that. Okay. And this one. Right? Yeah, it's like, okay, it's coming together. That's the sound of like final C. Is that the word I'm looking for? Like it's coming. We're solidifying. This is it. I think, ooh, you know what? Well, it's okay. Because now there's glue there. We'll just own it. I think that's where I'm going to put that one. Maybe a little bit up further. And then I'll just use down here where I had some glue. I'll either put some gems there, or when I put my flower or butterfly, we'll figure that out. Okay. Okay, just rubbing that. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Now for the fun bits. I think I was using this one. Yep, the brown one was up in the top. So like, for instance, if I wanted part of this to hang off the side, I could do it down in there. This one might be a little bit, there we go. Yeah. So I'm going to do, and when I'm adding elements like this, use the wet glue. So that way that gives me time to wiggle and shift and move. So just a little bit on top of the photo. The bottom one will be completely glued down. And then the other layers I can smush up and give it added dimension. There we go. And then we got that one for up here. This one, I'm probably just going to do the center. It's a little bit smaller, and this one is further up. So I just want to be able to fluff all these ones up if I needed to. Oh, hey, Kim. Thank you for joining. I appreciate all of you who are here sticking it out with me. It's going to start coming together. Okay. So we had this one over here. And I think that'll help cover. There's a little smudge on my photo, and I think that'll help cover that there. So we're just going to put a little bit and then put it right there on the edge. All right. And then I think I'm going to put the smaller one down here. But I think what I'm going to do is do my title, possibly either down here or down in the lighter area. So that way the dark brown from the letters start to peek out. Okay. Okay, and then this one, put that one there. And we can put this one around. And if I don't use these today, it's okay because I still have some of the 70s paper left, and these could always work as embellishments on something else. So I don't think I'm going to use those two. I think I'm going to use this one probably down here because I had it down here somewhere. I had it like over here. And then this one, I think I'm going to put here. So I like the little tear being seen. Okay. All right. Because you know what you got to do sometimes is just commit. Just commit. Just put it down. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. All right. And then we're going to grab, where did I just put them? Right here. So with this, what I do sometimes, no, this is parchment. Where is my, I didn't pull it out. Well, we're going to use parchment paper today. It'll work. I usually use either wax paper, parchment paper is fine, because I'm not going to press it down. I just want to get the letters out that I need. So, Kim, did you have a good day today? We were talking about like what everybody did, if you had plans. I got to stay home. I actually had Saturday off today, and it was nice and relaxing and peaceful. Okay, so we're going to do, where's my J? So we're going to do J. U. Just, and then M. E. Okay. So what I can do, right? Because remember, these aren't going to stick like they would if I had the other paper. Hold on. Just want kind of stay. Okay. So I can do like just me. Like that. Actually, sometimes we have our little tooties. We can use that too. Let's do that. So I got these rulers, and half the time I forget I got it. I'll be like, oh yeah, I could have used my thicker ruler and figured out where I wanted to put it. Okay. So we have just me. Oh, I didn't put this one down. Oh, hey, Jess. You didn't mention much. I had shared that I did some die cutting with my silhouette using the 70s paper. I don't even know where I put it now. Remember the 70s paper? This is what we're working with. And we're creating the layout for the monthly challenge using the 70s paper. And now I'm just figuring out my wood grain thickers. Trying to figure out exactly where I want to put it. Because I kind of like maybe doing like this and just do just me. So I can either put it right on the orange or I can put it just underneath or like halfway. What do you guys think? Oh, you took a card class. Oh, I love Lawn Fawn. Lawn Fawn, they have some great interactive dies that are amazing. And if you're definitely into interactive cards, they're the ones to definitely check out. Oh my goodness. Gee, your hair smells terrific shampoo bottle. I can only imagine. Oh my goodness. This one, right? Oh, you like it underneath? So like somewhere in there where it just says just me, or I can do just me. Like down here. Okay. I kind of like it down here too. I think we're going to just commit. We're going to just commit. We're going to do it. Just me. I'm going to move this up just a little bit. I like to use this ruler to not only get nice spacing between my letters, but it kind of helps me with laying these down. Beneath and commit. All right, this is it. So we're going to put some glue. I always put glue on my thickers because I'm always afraid they're going to come up. And then I can just pop off of the ruler. Hold on. It shifted on me today. They want me to show my trickaroo. There we go. Now this one, I may not need to do. It's so weird. The E is perfectly in the darker browns, and then it's like I picked all the right shades of light for the word just. Did you see that? So you can do it either way. You don't have to have the rulers and the fancy tools. I just like to use a little bit of wet glue just to help with making sure that it stays. The best part is I'm using the bottom edge as my line. Okay, we're committing. We're just going to do it. Now, of course, I'm thinking about at the same time, what am I going to do with my splatters? Because, I haven't splattered on the last one. I'm going to have to splatter today. And usually I like to use the 3 colors. But I don't know if black is necessarily the way to go, since this is all in the brown tone. So we may have to go grab one of the the distress inks. Let's see. Okay. And the final letter. Just me. Okay. Or maybe we do gold. We can do a gold. What you say? Type it, Mom. She's on the other side. Yeah, I think we're going to do gold. We'll definitely use the white. So this time, I think I'll just leave it with the two colors and see how it looks. She's like, gold. I said gold. I'm like, okay. Okay. I want the picture cover, but I want some splatter on other parts. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, I think so too. I think the black would definitely be too harsh. But I definitely like white on pattern papers like this because it's not going to stand out. Well, it is there, but on some of the other paper, it's just going to be nice little soft flicks in the background. Actually, let me go over here. Just a little bit. Because I do like the white on the orange part. Okay. And now we're going to do the gold. Now, I have been known to go crazy, see, with the gold. There's just something about it. And since I didn't use any gesso or anything like that to protect, like almost a protective layer, this will sink down into the fibers, the paper, and it will settle back some too. Trying to get it on some of the butterflies, because they're 3D. We want a little bit of stuff on them too. Okay. So here we go. Just a little bit of excitement. Now, I can't remember when these were taken, and there was nothing on the back of them when I taped them up, but I might just put today's date. That's when I made the title, made the page. And I got some, I don't know if you guys ever seen this. This is the Gold Glitz Delicata. This would work good to ink up with your date stamp, which I don't see mine right here at the moment, or else I would show you what I mean. But you can definitely use this. I don't know how well it'll show up on the orange. I might have to still do it in black, but it could be fun. And then this one is the one I was trying to tell you about. Let's see. Just trying to see if some of those are dry. So I can just go up here and be like, sorry, I'm spelling words wrong. Okay. So I just wrote a little message to myself, basically like, this is me when life had promise and hope. Just remember the times when life was but a dream and a heart with tea. Right? So young. We had no clue. No clue what was ahead. Just living life. And then I can just stamp my date and my title, my page is done. And it's super cute. Well, that was fun. Thank you guys. I was actually tempted to also use the sketch in a card, which I may do and just share it in a video. If you guys are interested in that, like either leave a comment down below. Thanks you guys so much. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to see the sketch turned into a card, because I know there are card makers out there who sometimes, you know, want to participate in like sketch challenges. And a lot of time the sketch challenge is of a layout. But there's a way that you can take that layout and turn it into a card. And I like kind of challenging myself to do that. So if you guys would like to see that, just let me know. Thanks, you guys, so much. And I almost did it. Almost exactly an hour. 7:01. What? Okay. Okay. Is it Cordelia? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing you guys would like that. Okay. So I will try and work on that for a video that I can post here to YouTube. Because I normally post Friday videos. I have those scheduled and ready to go. And so I will surprise you guys. Yes. Awesome, Cordelia. I will surprise you guys with the card version of this in like the coming week. Okay. Because I'm off today and tomorrow, so I could probably work on this tomorrow and get the card up pretty quick. All right. Did you guys have any other questions or anything else you wanted to share? Oh, yes, Kim. You have a great week too. I can't believe June is almost over, you guys. Can someone slow it down? Like it's gonna be Christmas soon. Jeez. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. All right, you guys. Thanks again for joining me. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so that way you get updates when I upload videos, and give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. These are definitely becoming more and more fun, and hopefully, I would say this time I was probably the least nervous I've been. So I'm obviously getting used to it. So this is fun. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to share with you guys before we leave, just in case. Remember last live, I did the butterfly with the paste? Well, I used the stencil and I went and cut it out, sort of like try to create the shape of the butterfly, because the butterfly stencil I used, it's more like a mask than it is like an actual stencil. It's hard to explain. But I did half with the Vicky Bouton with her gold creative, her gold glaze. And then this side, I used the lunar paste. So I wanted to show you guys how it came out once it dried. It's really pretty and shimmery. Love it. So hopefully I'll be able to use this more. These pastes are really a lot of fun. So hopefully in the next couple of layouts I'll be able to use some of it. So thank you guys again. I just wanted to show you that real quick. You guys have a great evening and come back. Well, if you're on Facebook, Jess Scraps on here, she's going to be doing a flip through tomorrow showing her Ireland scrapbook pages that she's been working on for a long time, and I'm so excited for her that she got them. She said they're finally done and she's ready to show it. So come and check that out if you're on Facebook, and keep an eye out because I know there's more lives and projects and things coming up from all of the great designers. Yeah, Ireland album, flip through, because you got 2 albums, right, Jessica? Yeah, I think she did 2 albums. I mean, that was a heck of a trip for sure. I can't wait to see it tomorrow myself. So I'm going to call it a night. You guys have a great one. And if you have questions about products or anything like that, anything dealing with crafting, just leave them down below. And I promise you, I will try and either find you a link, lead you in the right direction to full albums. Woo! I don't think I've scrapped anything like that large of a project. Wow. I can't believe it. I can't wait to see what you show us tomorrow. I'm really excited for it. All right, you guys. Once again, have a good night. Thanks. Bye.